Thank you. The Linwood-Central-Heathcote Community Board, and I know I've jumped over one, but that's by request, so if we could come forward. Thank you, Sally. Hi. Nice to see you both. Thank you.
Yeah, just good morning everyone. Just before I start, I just wanted to tell you that the Ihutai Trust has been working on a project since 2009, and they finally got this through, that the Avon-Heathcote estuary has officially received status as a flyway site, network site. I didn't know if you knew this or not, but it refers to the network of important sites, and that is wetlands used by migratory wetland waterbirds. And this is a project organised by East Asia Australasian Flyway Partnership. There are only currently 2 other sites
Okay, sorry. It's just that we got an early heads up, but it was kind of like, please keep this quiet because we want to announce it. So
okay.
Yes, but you may be announcing it in public. That's why I was just checking, and it's on Facebook. We've all had notifications. So
it doesn't sound like it is, but I just didn't know if you knew this.
Yes, it's absolutely fantastic news, and we've been wanting to shout it from the rooftop since we were told. So please.
Well,
talk about the status. It's fantastic.
Not to tell people, so it's
no, it's out there. I was just double checking. I'll
leave you to do it. Then.
No, carry on and tell us about it. It's a fantastic piece of news. It's great news.
I just thought it was such a good piece of news to share that I just wanted to make sure everyone knew. Yeah, this is only the 3rd place, isn't it? Yeah, and one of them is Farewell Spit, and the other one's the Firth of Thames. So. I think it's really big news, in our area, so it's great. I'll go back to our board report, and we had no Part A's, and we've approved lots of road markings and parking restrictions, as you can see up there. You go to the next one. And we've done lots of funding for a variety of projects through different parts of our funding, a lot through our discretionary fund. And we are significant council projects. The biggest one, of course, is that we approved the site for our new Linwood-Woolston pool facility, and as you can see, it is there, and that's really exciting. Now we're going on to the concept designs, which will come back to the board and will go out to the community as well. So it's really good. And we had a visit to see how. The dredging's going on in the Heathcote River at the Woolston Cut, and that was, quite amazing out there. Any of you who have small boys or grandchildren or something and want to get them to see some machinery going, and this is a great place to take them. Now, next one. Our public forum's been really well attended, and you can see some of the things there that people have talked to us about. I think the biggest one there is that people came in and talked about the temporary alcohol ban in Linwood Village, and what a great difference it's making in Linwood Village. We're really happy. We really want that permanent ban in there, and when people are saying to us that it is making a difference. Community board matters of interest. We had a proposal from some people to say they'd really like to see Waltham Park revitalised as a community hub where people can enjoy outdoor activities and events, and we'd really like to see that go ahead with I think we're doing the SIPTED thing first, aren't we? Yeah, we've organised first from our discretionary fund to do a SIPTED report on the area to try and make sure we have it safe first, and then we'll work from there. Yes, this one, we have a group that works with this, and we have representatives from our board on this, and we're paying for a camera on the corner of Aberdeen and Manchester Street from our discretionary fund for security for this group. And that's going ahead already, that's been approved. Next one I'd like to talk about a wee bit more, and you've got quite a lot of writing up there which you probably won't be able to read, but basically in 2017 at our November meeting, we asked staff to urgently meet with the police to discuss the installation and monitoring of closed circuit cameras in the affected areas in the vicinity of Linwood Village, and authorise their installation should that be agreed. We asked staff, so at the December meeting of council, they resolved to urgently meet with the police to discuss the installation and monitoring of closed circuit cameras. So we've been waiting since December to see about this, because we are prepared to take this money out of our discretionary fund, but we know that after the earthquakes, the council provided the police with a budget to install security cameras around the city and maintain them once installed. And this budget's now been cut, so there's only a budget for maintaining the existing cameras. And the current LTP has no provision for any new security cameras. But like I say, we're prepared to pay for these, but we just need action on this point, you see, because we know that they're needed there, we know it's a police priority, and we'd really like to see this moved ahead as fast as possible. So I'm just wondering if we can have some feedback from staff about how quickly we can get that done. I'll leave that one with you. The installation of flagpoles in Sumner, and the Return Services Association has wants some flagpoles there. We've got a recommendation that we provide information on the installation of flagpoles, and we will be prepared to pay for this, but I think that it's not necessarily, I think the Return Services Association may pay for those. But we did have a flagpole on the old Sumner Community Centre building prior to the earthquakes, so they like it. They want one for the Anzac Day services. Thanks. Water fountains, we, like you can see, we had $20,000 from the last year's annual plan process allocated to fountains in the central city, and staff are identifying suitable sites for this, but we've also asked them to look right across our board area for other possible sites as well. The other thing I'd like to bring to your attention is something that Coastal Burwood raised with you, and that's the fact of the HFZMA zone, where the flooding zone around all the coastal areas, where we're getting people who are buying sections in the Red Cliffs type area and paying huge amount of money for it, and then being told they can't get a resource consent to build on there. So we're currently organising to have a seminar hopefully with planning staff to have some sort of resolution for this, because it's going to end up as an issue which will get a lot of airing, and I think in the newspaper if we don't get something organised with it. Yeah, I think that's all today.
Thank you very much. I think that final issue's been raised with the council, and from an organisational point of view, we do need to have a better understanding of how the district plan rules, which have been implemented through the independent hearings panel process.
Our staff are working on a seminar for us, I think, to try and understand this, but I think it's a Coastal Burwood joint thing with us.
It is a joint thing, very much so, but and Banks Peninsula as well.
We'd really like you to, those cameras for Linwood Village would be a big priority for us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your long-term plan, but in your report, we haven't got time for questions.
We just need the work done.
So, moved by Dion, receipt of the report, seconded by Yanni. I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you.